Eros. The name alone evokes a sense of longing, of passion, of desire. Eros, the god of love and desire, is a figure whose influence is felt in every corner of Greek mythology. He is a god shrouded in mystique, a figure of immense power in the Greek pantheon. His presence is not just a fleeting whisper, but a powerful force that shapes destinies. Eros is more than just a mischievous child with a bow and arrows. He's a complex deity, embodying the dual nature of love. He is the embodiment of love itself. His arrows, whether dipped in gold or lead, can inspire the deepest affection or the most intense longing. He is the driving force behind attraction, affection, and desire. His influence is seen in the way people connect, the way they yearn for one another. His influence touches the lives of mortals and immortals alike. From the highest gods on Mount Olympus to the simplest mortals, no one escapes his reach. No one is immune to his power. His arrows can strike anyone, anywhere, at any time, making him one of the most unpredictable and powerful gods. Eros's story is as old as time. His presence is woven into the very fabric of Greek mythology, influencing countless tales and legends. His origins are shrouded in mystery. Some say he is the son of Aphrodite, the goddess of love, while others believe he is a primordial force born from chaos itself. He represents the fundamental forces that drive us. He is love, and love, as we know, can be both a blessing and a curse. It can bring joy and sorrow, unity and division. And love, as we know, can be both a blessing and a curse. It can heal wounds or create them, bring people together or tear them apart. Eros's tale is a journey through the heart of Greek mythology. It is a story that delves into the complexities of human emotions and relationships. It explores the complex nature of love, desire, and the very essence of what it means to be human. His influence is seen in the way people connect, the way they yearn for one another, and the very essence of what it means to be human. His story is a reflection of our own struggles and triumphs in love. It's a story that has resonated through the ages, continuing to captivate and intrigue us to this day. The tale of Eros is timeless, a testament to the enduring power of love, continuing to captivate and intrigue us to this day. His legacy lives on, reminding us of the power and complexity of love, a force that transcends time and space. In the beginning, there was chaos, a void, an emptiness from which all things sprang. It was a boundless, formless expanse, a chasm of potential waiting to be realized. From this primordial soup, Eros emerged. He was not just a figure, but a force, a radiant beacon in the midst of the void. He was a primal force, a being of pure creation and impetus. Eros embodied the very essence of life and the drive to create. Eros, in these early myths, was not just the god of love. He was a symbol of the creative power that underlies all existence. He was a force of life itself. His presence was the spark that ignited the flame of creation. He represented the vital spark that allowed the universe to form and flourish. Without Eros, the cosmos would have remained a dark, empty void. Eros, born from chaos, brought order to the universe. He was the guiding hand that shaped the cosmos from the chaotic abyss. He was the catalyst that caused the heavens and the earth to separate. Through his influence, the stars found their places, and the planets began their dance. He was the force that drew the gods and titans into being. Eros's power was the thread that wove the fabric of mythology. Without Eros, there would have been no creation, no life, no stories to tell. He was the heartbeat of the universe, the pulse that brought everything to life. This early depiction of Eros reveals his fundamental importance in the Greek worldview. He was not a mere character, but a cornerstone of their understanding of existence. He was not simply a later addition to the pantheon. Eros was integral to the very foundation of the cosmos. He was present at the very beginning. His presence was essential, a necessary force in the birth of the universe. He was the force that set the universe in motion. Eros's influence was the spark that ignited the cosmic engine. His power was absolute, shaping the destinies of gods and mortals alike. Eros's reach extended beyond mere creation. He was the weaver of fate, the shaper of destinies, ensuring that the universe continued to evolve and thrive. Over time, the myths surrounding Eros evolved. His parentage became a subject of much debate. While some clung to the belief in his birth from chaos, others sought to place him within the more familiar lineage of the Olympian gods. He was most famously described as the son of Aphrodite, the goddess of beauty and love. Some stories named Ares, the god of war, as his father. This pairing represented the duality of love, its capacity for both tenderness and violence, passion and conflict. Other versions named Hermes as his father, highlighting Eros's playful and mischievous nature. These differing accounts of Eros's parentage reflect the complexity of his character. He is a god of contradictions, capable of inspiring both great love and unbearable sorrow. He is a reminder that love, like life itself, is rarely simple or straightforward. One story tells of Zeus's fear of Eros's power. The king of the gods, known for his own amorous exploits, recognized the potential chaos that Eros could unleash. He feared that Eros's arrows, capable of igniting love in even the most unlikely of hearts, could disrupt the order of Olympus and the mortal world alike. Driven by this fear, Zeus plotted to eliminate the young god. However, Aphrodite, fiercely protective of her son, intervened. She hid the infant Eros in a deep forest, entrusting him to the care of nymphs who raised him on the milk of wild animals. This act of defiance against Zeus highlights the strength of a mother's love. It also emphasizes that even the most powerful of gods are not immune to the forces of love and desire that Eros embodies. Eros, despite his youth, was already a force to be reckoned with, capable of inspiring fear and protectiveness in equal measure. As Eros grew, so too did his legend. Known as the god of love and desire, Eros was often depicted as a youthful and mischievous figure whose actions could alter the course of both mortal and divine lives. He became known for his golden bow and arrows, weapons capable of piercing even the toughest of hearts. These were no ordinary arrows. They were imbued with the power to influence emotions and desires, making Eros a formidable force in the realm of love. These arrows, often depicted as invisible to the naked eye, were tipped with gold for love or lead for aversion. The golden arrows would spark an uncontrollable passion, while the leaden ones would instill a sense of repulsion and coldness. With each shot, Eros could ignite passion or sow the seeds of discord, shaping the destinies of gods and mortals according to his whims. His aim was precise and his influence profound, often leading to dramatic and unforeseen consequences. Those struck by Eros's golden arrows were overcome with feelings of intense love and desire. Their hearts would race, their minds consumed by thoughts of their beloved, and their actions driven by an insatiable need to be close to the object of their affection. They would become consumed by thoughts of their beloved, their hearts aching for a touch, a glance, a word. This longing could be both beautiful and painful, as the intensity of their emotions often left them vulnerable and exposed. Conversely, those struck by his leaden arrows felt only repulsion and indifference, their hearts turning cold to even the most ardent of affections. Relationships could crumble, and once passionate lovers could become strangers, all due to the whims of Eros. Eros's arrows represent the capricious nature of love. They remind us that love is not always within our control and that it can be as fleeting as it is powerful. They highlight the fact that love is often unpredictable, striking without warning and leaving its victims at the mercy of its power. This unpredictability is what makes love so exhilarating and at times so devastating. They're a potent symbol of the intoxicating and sometimes destructive power of desire. Eros's arrows serve as a reminder of the dual nature of love, its ability to bring both joy and sorrow, creation and destruction in equal measure. Through Eros's actions, the ancient Greeks sought to explain the often confusing emotions that accompany love, the elation, the longing, the jealousy. These were all attributed to the influence of the mischievous god. Eros, in their eyes, was responsible for the roller coaster of emotions that love brought into their lives. Eros's influence, however, extended beyond mere physical attraction. He was also associated with the love between friends and family, the loyalty that bound individuals together. He represented the bonds of affection and camaraderie that enriched human life. It is through Eros that we understand love's ability to elevate and inspire. It is through his mischief that we experience the joys and sorrows that make us uniquely human. Eros, in essence, embodies the very essence of the human experience.